there are people taking to the streets across Europe, aiming all their energy basically toward the United States, toward Washington. And it is in regards to the whole world situation here, war over and over and over again. But in terms of the deal with Russia, many believe that this is not a good thing to do in terms of pulling out of the INF without having another deal on the table. Now, one thing that needs to be seen is that the tomahawks that are in the area already can hit Russia. They can already do this. Now, that INF treaty was basically stating that neither one of them could have ground-based nuclear-capable missiles within striking distance of the other country. So this did a lot to try to ease tensions back in the Cold War and really turn things at that moment in time. With all this talk, you have people feeling that this is just going to push the two sides further apart. This is going to bring China and Russia even closer. And really what it is doing is just that, in bringing our enemies closer together, giving them more reason to come together, especially when they have, one big enemy in the U.S. or the West in common. And it seems to be where all their issues arise from here on this world stage. It seems more and more to me that the powers that be that are in control right now would just love to see the mentality of a Xi Jinping take control. You're talking about a new world order mentality here. You're talking about a people that, even though you don't like the sounds of it, they like the sounds of how Xi Jinping checks his people, how he controls his people. And they would like to see that done globally, in my opinion. And I think they're pushing for just that. So fast forward to the day the dollar collapses or the lights go out in America. Who's going to be sitting in the perfect position to rise? And no one there to stop them, because NATO and everyone else wants them to rise. Do you know who funded Mao? If you don't, I suggest you go back and do your research. And then everything will start to become clear here on this world stage where they're taking this. And a lot of people out there just blind to the facts of what's really happening here. And there's protests being pushed out there left and right all across the place that are backed by different agendas. Many people asking, when is it going to begin in America? Like somebody wants to see something happen, but are those same people that want to see something happen willing to get up and participate in making a big change in this country? And what I mean is by removing the wickedness and the corruption, putting it behind bars, and filling those seats with righteous individuals. And you could do so in one big move. If you really wanted to do it, it would change the game big time, and it would rewrite history. So many fake movements out there being pushed by agendas. When the real one starts to take hold here in America, it will probably be in a time of chaos for sure. It'll be once people's phones are not working, or where they don't have their head stuck in the cloud, so to speak, and actually have to look around and say, what's going on? That is going to be the moment when they pull the masses out in droves. But I have a feeling that they're ready for that it's actually what they're trying to do. And in response, they're going to have their blue helmets ready. And a whole lot of Chinese going to be wearing them. Going to leave a link. Make sure to join us this Friday night. Underground World News Live, Dabu 77, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be talking about this and more. And this is Illuminati.